Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 1, 2 and 3 October. This will be an important session, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. The first news is related to Ministry of IB, that is Information and Broadcasting, right? So MIB has issued a notification recently that will be amending your cable television network rules of 1994. I repeat, recently it is your MIB that has issued a notification that will be amending the cable television network rules of 1994, right? And this new provision has been added that will enable the cable operators to share information with the broadcast or broadband service providers. I repeat, this new provision or this new amending has been added so that this will enable your cable operators to share infrastructure with your broadband service providers. Correct? It introduced a formal procedure for the renewal of registrations for multi-system operators, and a processing fee of 1 lakh rupees and a duration of 10 years has been initiated here for the renewable purpose. I repeat, here if we are renewing the process, or if we are renewing it, then there will be a processing fee of 1 lakh rupees, and after that, if the process duration or the registration of these MSOs, that are your multi-system operators, it will be for 10 years. Correct? A request for the renewal of registration must be made within 7 to 2 months prior to the expiration of the current registration, that is from 7 days to 2 months. So coming back, they have issued this notification that will be amending your cable television network rules. Remember, it is of 1994 and it is to provide infrastructure with your, or basically to share, the cable operators have then allowed the share operators to share the infrastructure with your broadband service providers. Correct? Then there will be a term you will be seeing here, MSO. These are your multi-system operators, right? It is referring to a cable operator who receives programming services from a broadcaster or the authorized agents. Correct? Next remember, there is a broadcast seva portal. What is this broadcast seva portal? This is a centralized platform where multiple stakeholders and applicants submit their request for various activities that are issued by MIB, that is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, in the field of broadcasting, right? Next is DEA, that is your Department of Economic Affairs. They have recently increased the interest rate on a 5-year recurring deposit scheme by 20 basis point, right? And this is for the third quarter of fiscal year 24, right? I repeat, for the third quarter of fiscal year 24, DEA has increased the interest rate on a 5-year recurring deposit scheme to 6.7%, that is increased by 20 basis point. Earlier it was 6.5% and it has been increased to 6.7%. Right. Apart from this, if we look at a 1 year post office time deposit, what is the interest rate? 6.9%. For 2 year it is 7, for 3 year it is also 7, and for 5 year it is 7.5%. But for 5 year recurring deposit, I repeat, for 5 year post office time deposit the interest rate is 7.5%. But if we are looking at 5 year recurring deposit, it has been increased from 6.5 to 6.7%. Right. Then there is your NSC, that is your National Savings Certificate. The interest rate here is 7.7%. Then Kisan Vikas Patra scheme, here the interest rate is 7.5%, but here the maturity is of 115 months. Then there is your monthly income scheme where you will be getting 7.4% interest rate. Correct. Then remember, if we look at these small saving schemes, these are the saving instruments that are managed by the government to encourage citizens to save regularly. Apart from this, according to RBI, the net saving rate hit a historic low of 5.1% of the GDP in fiscal year 23, and this is because of multiple factors. It can be because of the war related inflation that we are facing all around the world, then because of the issue that is going on between USA and all the economies. We are seeing that USA can be in recession in the coming month. Then we are seeing the housing crash that we are seeing all around the world in UK, USA, in Canada. Especially in Canada, we are seeing high interest rate, and because of that the property prices are at their highest peak, and it is said that in future they will come down. But people are less able to save, and the people, or basically if we say youth, globally have increased the usage of credit card also. This is also important point. Multiple youths are relying on the debt now. Right. So coming back, for the 5 year recurring deposit scheme, the interest rate has been increased from 6.5% to 6.7%. Next is India has retained 40th rank in the Global Innovation Index. I repeat, in the Global Innovation Index for the year 2023, what is the rank of India? India stands at 40th rank, and it is out of 132 nations. This Global Innovation Index is released by which organization? It is released by WIPO, that is World Intellectual Property Organization. Right. This is an agency of United Nations only. Then this is the 16th edition of this particular index, and India's rank is 40 out of 132 nation. Then which country secured the first rank? It is Switzerland, and it is for the 13th consecutive time that we are seeing that Switzerland secured the top position in this Global Innovation Index. It was followed by Sweden on the second position and USA on third position. Then apart from this, Niti Aayog, CII and WIPO, they posted a virtual India launch of Global Innovation Index on 29th of September 2023. Apart from this, India has been highlighted as the top innovation economy among the lower middle income countries, and India is growing at a very fast rate. Correct. So these are some important points that you need to remember regarding your Global Innovation Index. Then tell me, what is the name of India's long range revolver? First long range revolver. It is Prabal. PRABEL, and where it is being manufactured? It is being manufactured in UP. Then there is a free packaged food scheme. Free packaged food scheme. It is being launched by which state? It is being launched by Rajasthan. Similar to midday meal, which state has launched to provide breakfast scheme also? It was launched by Tamil Nadu, right? Breakfast scheme. Then apart from this, Wipro, they have set up a center of excellence along with which organization? And this center of excellence is for generative AI. So it is IIT Kannauj or IIT Delhi, right? So Wipro and IIT Delhi, they have set up a center of excellence in IIT Delhi that is for generative AI. Correct. Then apart from this, Bhagwan Birsa Munda Road Scheme. Bhagwan Birsa Munda Road Scheme. This was launched by which state government? It was launched by Maharashtra. Bhagwan Birsa Munda Road Scheme. And the first 3D printed post office is located where? It is in Bangalore. Then there was a research affiliated program by the name Eklavya. Eklavya. This research affiliated program Eklavya was launched by which university? It was launched by NLU Delhi. That is your National Law University Delhi. And then there is a Operation Border Sword. Operation Border Sword. This Operation Border Sword was between which two countries? It was between India and USA. Next is India and Argentina. They have signed a social security agreement for professionals. I repeat, recently India and Argentina they have signed a social security agreement, and it is for the professionals and workers so that they can retain the benefits and contributions made towards social security, promoting easier mobility between these two countries, right? That is between India and Argentina. Here important thing, remember this agreement temporarily allow the overseas workers and their families for full rights to contributory benefits such as your cash allowance for retirement or pension, rent, subsidy, etc. Then this social security agreement, that is SSA, it was signed between Dinesh Bhatia, who is an Indian ambassador to Argentina, and Santiago Cafirio, who is Argentina's Minister of Foreign Affairs. Do remember these two names, and the country that along with India which have signed a social security agreement for professionals, it is Argentina. Right? Which is it? It is Argentina. The next thing, remember, recently which state has launched Mukhyamantri Sikho Kamao Yojana scheme? This was launched by Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh is the state that will be providing compensation to the mob lynched individuals. Then which airport became the first airport of Northeast in order to get the Digi Yatra facility? It is Guwahati Airport. It is Guwahati Airport that became the first Northeast airport to get your digital or Digi Yatra facility. Then where was the fourth edition of the G20 Culture Working Group meeting held? So the fourth edition of the G20 Culture Working Group meeting was held in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Next thing, remember in Varanasi, in Uttar Pradesh only, Ayodhya. This will be built as your solar city, and in UP only first ever MotoGP was your MotoGP event, that is your bike racing, was held, and it was held where? At Gautam Buddha International Circuit, that is in Greater Noida, right? And which is the title sponsor of this event? It is Indian Oil. This is also important, that which was your title sponsor for first ever MotoGP event that was held in UP. It is Indian Oil. Next is your Asian Development Bank capital management reforms brings $100 billion, that is $100 billion benefit over the next decade to the Asia Pacific region. That is in the coming next decade, that is in the next 10 years, we will be seeing that Asian Development Bank, it will be committing $100 billion in the Asia Pacific region in order to grow for the infrastructure, right? Climate financing. Then we will be seeing the new sources of energy. This is, for example, one is in India, that is your hydrogen, right? Green hydrogen. So we will be seeing more and more of this. Then we will be seeing more investment in climate projects. Then people in Asia and the Pacific, especially those who are poor and vulnerable, they are facing severe challenges due to escalating crisis. An estimated 155 million people, or 3.9% of the region's population, live in extreme poverty. And the funding will work towards climate change, and the multilateral development banks such as Asian Development and World Bank, they have advised to raise their yearly expenditure by $3 trillion by 2030. So these big banks, they have committed that they will be expanding their, or they will be increasing their yearly budget by $3 trillion yearly by 2030, and that is a huge amount that will be invested, and this amount will be coming to the Asian region, and we will be seeing in this Asian Pacific region multiple projects will be developed, multiple infrastructure development will be there, multiple projects will be starting that will be taking care of environment, that will be reducing environment. And here remember, Asian Development Bank measures enables a financing for the member countries and clients and safeguarding their AAA agency. Then if we are talking about this AAA credit rating agency or this credit rating, this is one of the most safest rating, and any individual organization or a country that holds this AAA rating, their bonds are considered to be one of the safest bonds. And the question can be asked related to this is that what is the name of the country whose rating was reduced from, or whose rating was lowered from AAA to AA plus, and what is the name of the organization that has done the same? So it was of United States of America, and it was done by Fitch, right? Done by Fitch Ratings. Next, if we talk about here of Asian Development Bank, who is the president here? Masasuku Asakawa. Headquarters is in Manila, Philippines, and it was in 1966 that this was established. Next is, as you can see in the picture here, President of India presented National Service Scheme Awards for the year 21-22. I repeat, recently President of India has awarded National Service Scheme Award for the year 21-22. Correct? And they were presented at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. They were presented to 52 persons for their contribution towards voluntary community social service. Mark this important. So it is your National Service Scheme presented by Draupadi Murmu, presented to 52 individuals, and they are presented, or these awards are given for the outstanding contribution towards the voluntary community social service. If we talk about this National Service Scheme, who is the director here? Pankaj Kumar Singh. Headquarters is in New Delhi, and this scheme was launched in 1969. All right, the scheme, this National Service Scheme, right, this was launched in 1969. But if we are looking at the National Service Scheme Awards, they were instituted by the Ministry of Youth and Sport Affairs, and it was during 1992 to 1993 when these awards were instituted. Correct? And the motto for this National Service Scheme here is not me but you. I repeat, not me but you is the motto of your NSS. Right? Then apart from this, remember, if I ask you, recently a 108 feet tall statue of Lord Sri Ram was inaugurated where? Or it was a foundation stone for the same was laid down where? It was laid down in Kurnool. Right? It is 108 feet tall statue of Lord Rama. Then where was the third edition of the G20 Disaster Risk Reduction Working Group meeting held? It was held in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Then which state has issued the first ever transgender birth certificate? First ever transgender birth certificate was issued by which state? It was issued by Rajasthan. I repeat, the first ever transgender birth certificate issued by Rajasthan. Then India's first cannabis medicine project. India's first cannabis medicine project has been implemented or started where? It has been started in Jammu. Right? In Jammu. Next, Sastra 2023. What is this Sastra? First of all, remember, Sastra is your Shangmuga Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy, right? Shastra 2023 Ramanujan Prize awarded to mathematician Ruixiang Zhang. As you can see him in the picture, he is Ruixiang Zhang. He received the 2023 Shastra Ramanujan Prize. This Ramanujan Prize, remember, he was one of the pioneer mathematician of India, right? And in his honor only this prize is given. That is the name Ramanujan, correct? So Shastra Ramanujan Prize awarded to a mathematician, that is Ruixiang Zhang, and he's of China, right? He's of which country? He's of China. He's an assistant professor at the University of California, Berkeley, USA, and he was honored for his contribution to the mathematics from analytic number theory, combinatorics, Euclidean harmonic analysis to geometry. This is the work that he did, remember, and in this, for his contribution in this particular mathematician field or in mathematics field, he was honored with this Shastra Ramanujan Prize. Correct? Ruizhang Zhang. Mark this important. The prize will be conferred at the international conference on the number theory that is going to be held in Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu. Correct? And this remember, this person, that is Ruizhang Zhang, who is a mathematician and an assistant professor, he was also awarded with Sloan Research Fellowship, that is Sloan Fellowship or Sloan Research Fellowship, and this fellowship was awarded to him in 2022. This Sloan Research Fellowship, it is one of the prestigious honors given to early career scientific researchers for 2022 to till 2024. Correct? Mark this. Moving on. Next, IOC, that is your International Olympic Committee, they have announced the winners of the inaugural IOC Climate Action Awards. I repeat, IOC, that is International Olympic Committee, announced the winners of the inaugural IOC Climate Action Awards that recognizes athletes, international federations and national Olympic committees for their efforts to combat climate change. Here, this recognizes, as I mentioned, athletes, international federations and national Olympic committees for their efforts to combat climate change. IOC Climate Change Action Awards are presented in three categories, that is sustainable travel, innovation and athlete advocacy. Right, in these three fields, these IOC International Olympic Committee's Climate Action Awards are presented. Right, then take a note of it. If we talk about IOC, where is the headquarters? Lausanne, Switzerland, and who is the president here? Thomas Bach, and it was established in 1894. Right. Next, then remember, these IOC Climate Action Awards, they were introduced recently only in November 2022. Apart from this, friends, if I ask you, recently India along with which neighboring country will be carrying out trade transaction in rupees? It is with Bangladesh. Next, then if I ask you India's first or India's 36th and Tamil Nadu, let me write here, India's first and Tamil Nadu's, not India's first, India's 36th and in Tamil Nadu's first flying training organization. Right, I repeat, India has got their 36th and Tamil Nadu's first flying training organization. Then if we talk about grievance redressal index, in the grievance redressal index, which is the state that is topped here? It is Sikkim that has secured the top position in the grievance redressal index in terms of the small states. But if we are talking about the bigger states, it is Uttar Pradesh that is topped in the grievance redressal index. Then which is the first insured village in Telangana? First insured village in Telangana, it is Mukhra. And if we are talking about villages, remember, which is the first 100% solar village of India, and it is in which state? It is Modhera, and it is in Gujarat. And if we are talking about first 100% solar city, which is it? It is Sanchi, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Correct. Next, IFC received the RBI's approval for acquiring 9.7% stake in Federal Bank. For this, Federal Bank has raised 959 crore rupees from IFC through a preferential issue of share. And here remember, IFC used to currently hold just 1.34% of the paid up share capital or the voting rights in the bank, and now by this 959 crore rupees they have acquired the rest, and the total becomes 9.7% in Federal Bank. Right, important. Then which state of India is aiming to become a $1 trillion economy by 2028? It is Maharashtra state. Right, Mobile Dost app, Mobile Dost application, this was launched by which state or UT? It was launched by Jammu and Kashmir. Then recently India Mobile Congress, this was held where? In Pragati Maidan, that is in New Delhi. Correct. Then which country has banned mobile phones from their classrooms? It is Netherlands. Where was third edition of the World Hindu Conference held? third edition of the World Hindu Conference. Where was this held? In Bangkok. Then IMO, they sets 2050 as the target to become as a net zero carbon emitter. Then which is the world's most powerful military? It is of United States of America. Right? Next, remember, where was the 50th edition of the GST Council meeting held? It was held in New Delhi. Correct? Next is Air India has completed acquisition of their first A30900 aircraft through Gift City. I repeat, Air India, they acquired the aircraft by a way of finance lease transaction with HSBC through AI Fleet Service Limited. Correct? And the name of the aircraft is important. You need to remember. Question can definitely be asked in your exam related to it. That what is the name of the first aircraft that was acquired by Air India through Gift City? So it is A350-900 and vice versa. This A350-900 aircraft that was acquired through Gift City was by which organization? By Air India. Right? So take a note of it. Also, Air India has signed purchase agreements to acquire aircrafts with Airbus and Boeing on the sidelines of the Paris Air Show that was held in 2023. Apart from this, remember, Air India has ordered a total of 6 A350-900 planes. 5 of them are scheduled to be delivered by March 2024. Apart from this, it has ordered 470 new aircrafts that include 34 A350-1000s, 20 Boeing 787 Dreamliners, 10 Boeing 777XS, 140 A320 NOE. These are all the names of the aircraft. So just a rough idea to give you an insight, correct? So it was Air India that has recently purchased or completed the acquisition of the first A350-900 aircraft through Gift City. Right? And if we are talking about Gift City, IFSC is also important. That is your International Financial Service Centers Authority. Right? Where is this located? This is located in Gift City. And if I ask you who is the chairperson of this Gift City, K. Rajaraman. Next, IGMS 2.0 grievance portal and automated analysis entry dashboard portal of DARPG was launched by Dr. Jitendra Singh. If we talk about this IGMS 2.0 portal or dashboard, this was implemented by IIT Kanpur and it is for upgrading the central public grievance redresses and monitoring the system using AI capabilities, right? In order to include AI capabilities and to resolve the public grievances, this IGMS 2.0 grievance portal was launched. Correct? Then apart from this, remember Swachhta campaign 3.0 was also launched here, right? And it was also launched by Dr. Jitendra Singh. All right, so let's move on. Next, remember this Swachhta campaign or this Swachhta special campaign 3.0. It was launched on 2nd October 2023. That is the birth anniversary of the father of nation Mahatma Gandhi, and this will be till 31st of October 2023 only. Right? Next is Indian Air Force. They have inducted the first of 6 Dornier Do-228 aircraft that are manufactured by HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So these Dornier Do-228 aircraft, they are manufactured by whom? They are manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. And recently Ministry of Defense signed an agreement with HAL to manufacture these aircraft with a budget of 667 crore rupees. This aircraft is a multifunctional lightweight transport aircraft that can perform functions from the utility and commuter transport to maritime surveillance. Next is a new species of damselfly was found in Western Ghats of Kerala, right? And the name of this new damselfly is Protostica armagdania. I repeat, Protostica armagdania. This is the name of this. Let me correct here. It is Protosticta. This is the name of the Protosticta armagdonia. This is the name of the new damselfly that was found in the Western Ghats, that is in Kerala. If the name of the state is asked, then Kerala. This armagdanian symbolizes the crisis of a habitat loss and climate change affecting the insect population. Right? Next is PM Modi has released 4 books showcasing the G20 presidency success. These 4 books are available on the G20 India website, and on its application in the ebook format, that is it can be easily accessed through the PDF format. Correct. Then we will be talking about various events that are held here. Then it will be showcasing the range and diversity of Indian culture through the length and breadth of India, and we will be seeing various achievements and launches of various programs in these books. Next is your International Translation Day. This day is observed on 30th of September, and it is to recognize and honor the invaluable contribution of the translators and language professionals. Then there is a theme here that you need to remember, that is translation unveils the many faces of humanity. I repeat, translation unveils the many faces of humanity. This is the theme that you need to remember for International Translation Day. Then the first ever International Translation Day was observed in 2017 on 30th of September. Next is your state news. Recently, Chhattisgarh's Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has inaugurated various schemes and infrastructure projects worth 1,021.59 crore rupees. Right? This scheme will include here, remember, these various projects that has been launched under this. There is a scheme that has included the installation of a panic button and a GPS, and with this they are a part of the Nirbhaya project. In these, with the help of these panic buttons and GPS, that will be in every passenger vehicle. Whenever the panic button is pressed, a signal will be sent to the respective authority there, that can easily contact the command center or the police in the nearby area and can help the women in emergency situation, right? So we can say this particular scheme will be basically for the safe travel of the women, and in any emergency case, women can just press the panic button, and with the help of the GPS, the responsible authority or the forces or the police nearby will be able to track them. Correct. So, and next thing here is that CM Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has also inaugurated the state-of-the-art bioethanol demonstration plant in Godi to promote biofuel, right? In order to promote biofuel, a bioethanol demonstration plant was also launched in Godi. Correct? Apart from this, remember here, Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has also launched a scheme that will be giving a pension of 1,500 rupees per month to the construction workers. This is also important. Next is Tripura became the fourth state in India to introduce a e-cabinet system. I repeat, e-cabinet system. That is your digital cabinet system. Correct? Who is the Chief Minister of Tripura? Manik Shah. Manik Shah launched an e-cabinet, that is electronic cabinet. It was launched at Agartala, that is the capital of Tripura, and it was to promote the digital infrastructure development and digitization of the government services and information. With this, remember, Tripura became the fourth state in India to have this e-cabinet system. Before this, it was Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Arunachal Pradesh, and now Tripura became the fourth state to have the same. This remember, it is modeled on the e-cabinet system of Uttarakhand only. Correct? So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. Ministry of IB made significant revisions to the cable television network rules of 1994. DEA hiked the interest rate on a 5-year recurring deposit scheme from 6.5 to 6.7%. India has retained 40th rank in the Global Innovation Index, and Switzerland has topped this index. India, Argentina, they signed a social security agreement for professionals. Asian Development Bank capital management reforms bring $100 billion benefit over the next decade to the Asia Pacific region. SEBI has extended the deadline to add nominees for the Demat account holders till 31st of December. President of India presents National Service Scheme Awards for the year 21-22. 2023 Sastra Ramanujan Prize awarded to mathematician Ruixiang Zhang. International Olympic Committee has announced the winners of the inaugural IOC Climate Action Awards. Next, IFC has received the RBI approval for acquiring 9.7% stake in the Federal Bank. Air India completed the acquisition of the first A350-900 aircraft through Gift City. Minister of State Dr. Jitendra Singh launched IGMS 2.0 Public Grievance Portal and automated analysis entry dashboard portal of DARPG. IAF has inducted the first of 6 Dornier Do-228 aircraft manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Protosticta Armageddon. This is the name of the new damselfly species found in the Western Ghats of Kerala. PM Modi released 4 books that showcase the G20's presidency success and all the events and whatever the success and whatever the rules or the declaration that were signed here will be mentioned here. Also, it will showcase India's culture. Then International Translation Day on 30 September. Chhattisgarh's Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel inaugurated various schemes and infrastructural projects worth 1021.59 crore rupees, and Tripura became the fourth state in India to introduce e-cabinet system. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now it's time for revision part, and revision is quite important. So let's shift to revision. World University Ranking 2024 was released, and among the Indian institutes, it was IISc Bangalore that has topped in India. I repeat, recently Times Higher Education, or here you can see THE World University Ranking, that is your Times Higher Education World University Ranking for 2024 was released, and IISc Bangalore has topped among the Indian universities. In this particular ranking, 91 Indian universities were listed, and among them IISc Bangalore, that is in Karnataka, has become the top institution among the Indian universities. Also remember, India is the fourth most represented country in the world, whereas United States of America is the most represented country in the world or globally. Then among them, remember, we just saw that 91 institutes were included in the THE World University Ranking, but in 2024. And if we talk about the list for the 2023, only 75 Indian universities were included. Then coming back, in this list, who has topped? It was topped by University of Oxford, that is in UK. And this THE ranking was the 29th edition of the Times Higher Education World University Ranking in 2024. Right, so these are some of the data that you need to remember. Then if we talk about THE, Times Higher Education Ranking, who is the CEO here? Paul Howarth is the CEO, and the headquarter of it is in London, United Kingdom. Correct? So this is related to your THE University Ranking, that is the 29th edition of it, right? And from Indian University, it is IISc Bangalore that secured the top position. Here you can see University of Oxford UK on first, Stanford University of USA second, MIT of USA third, Harvard University at fourth, and University of Cambridge of UK at fifth position. Next we are talking about World Heritage Committee. This was the 45th session of the World Heritage Committee. This was held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Correct, and the session witnesses the addition of 42 new sites to the UNESCO's World Heritage list. The committee was chaired by HS Princess Hafia Al Morgan, and the total World Heritage sites globally are now 1199. Correct, so these are some of the interesting and important key points that you need to remember: location, which edition of it was held, and how many new sites were added during this committee. It was 42, and a total of 1199 sites are there across 168 countries. Correct? Important, take a note of it. Then recently India's Shanti Niketan. Where is this Shanti Niketan? This is in West Bengal. This has been added to the UNESCO's World Heritage Site list. And then is your Hoysala temples. This is where Hoysala temple, it is located in Karnataka, and they were added to the UNESCO's World Heritage Site list, and Hoysala temple, it was the 42nd addition to the list. Next is MS Swaminathan, the father of India's Green Revolution, has recently passed away. Very important, father of India's Green Revolution. This Green Revolution was to bring a change in India's wheat economy. Correct? And MS Swaminathan, he was the father of the India's Green Revolution. He recently passed away at the age of 98 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. He was born in 1925. He was honored with Padma Shri in 1967, Padma Bhushan in 1972, and Padma Vibhushan in 1989. Correct? And he has recently passed away. Dr. Swaminathan joined the faculty of Indian Agriculture Research Institute in New Delhi, and he served as the director of this institute from 1961 to 1972. Correct? Next. Next is Ashwin Dani. As you can see him in the picture, he is the former executive chairman of Asian Paints who has recently passed away. I repeat, Ashwin Dani, the executive chairman of Asian Paints, passed away at the age of 79. He joined Asian Paints in 1968 as the senior executive. Correct? And he recently passed away at the age of 79. Correct? And he was born in 1944 in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next is your friends homework section. First, Bharat Drone Shakti Exhibition 2023 was inaugurated in which state or UT? Second, which union ministry issued the foreign contribution amendment rules for 2023? And third is, which union ministry is associated with the Gobardhan scheme? So friends, these are your 3 homework questions. If you find the session interesting and if you want us to continue with such more sessions in future, all you have to do is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.